Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traoré was in his office reviewing progress reports on local policies when his assistant, Marie, rushed in, visibly unsettled. "Mr. President," she said with urgency, "you need to see this." Traoré looked up, intrigued by her tone. Marie handed him a tablet showing a live broadcast from the United States. On screen, former U.S. President Barack Obama was delivering a speech about global leadership. But what caught Traoré off guard was hearing his country mentioned. "Burkina Faso," said Obama, his voice resonating through the packed hall, "is a powerful example of how smaller nations can lead monumental change. Under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré, the country is proving that dignity and self-reliance aren't just ideals. They are achievable realities." Traoré sat in silence, stunned. He never imagined hearing his name spoken by a figure like Obama, let alone in such an admiring tone. Obama went on, "Traoré has turned away from traditional aid models, opting instead for a future grounded in mutual respect and trust in the abilities of his people. That is true leadership." The audience erupted in applause. Behind Obama, images played of reclaimed farmland, smiling children in newly built schools, and young scientists creating solutions for local challenges. Lowering the tablet, Traoré spoke softly, "I didn't expect that." Marie, beaming, replied, "Mr. President, the world is seeing the impact of your leadership." But Traoré remained thoughtful. This wasn't just recognition of him, it was recognition of his people's fight for a better future. "Marie," he finally said, "we must respond, not with pride, but with gratitude." Marie nodded, already making plans. Meanwhile, Obama closed his speech with a direct message. "Ibrahim, if you're watching, know that your courage inspires us. Keep showing the world that Africa doesn't need saving, it needs to be respected." The statement went viral. Social media exploded with hashtags like "Respect for Africa" and "Our Leadership with Dignity," sparking global conversations about sovereignty, self-sufficiency, and Africa's evolving role on the world stage. Back in Ouagadougou, Traoré stood by his decision to move forward not for his own glory, but for his people. "Marie," he said after reflecting, "prepare a press conference. We must show the world this isn't about me, it's about us." The next day, journalists filled the presidential palace to hear Traoré speak. Dressed in traditional Burkinabe attire, he began calmly, "Yesterday, Mr. Barack Obama made remarks about our nation that left me speechless." He paused, scanning the room. "I didn't expect to hear my name from such a respected leader. But what moved me most wasn't the praise. It was the acknowledgement of our people's efforts." Then Traoré unveiled a new initiative, the Sovereign Future Program, aimed at empowering local communities to find homegrown, sustainable solutions without relying on foreign aid. "This isn't just about politics," he declared. "It's about proving we can take care of ourselves and showing the world that Africa deserves not pity, but respect." His words were met with strong applause from local journalists, though some international correspondents questioned the plan's feasibility. "How do you plan to do this without outside resources?" asked one French reporter. "Isn't it too risky?" Traoré smiled. "Everything carries risk," he said. "But the greatest risk is compromising our dignity. We are betting on the strength of our people, and they won't let us down." His response was widely shared, fueling even more debate about the future of African development. Behind the scenes, the government sprang into action. The agriculture minister met with village leaders to target priority areas. Marie, now leading field operations, traveled across the country listening to farmers, families, and educators. "This will change everything," said an elderly farmer. "We will finally farm our own land and feed our children." Marie was deeply moved. She understood that this was more than politics, it was personal. It was transformation. Obama's statement had stirred not just admiration, but action. In Nigeria, a youth-led movement called Value Your People emerged, encouraging rural investment. In Burkina Faso, programs multiplied. In one village, a woman, named Fatou, once struggling to survive, was now teaching carpentry to empower other women. "I couldn't feed my children before," she told a local reporter. "Now I'm helping others build a future, thanks to President Traoré." These stories spread worldwide, reinforcing Traoré's image as a visionary leader grounded in the real struggles of his people. Back at the presidential palace, plans were expanding. Universities partnered with ministries to train farmers. Resources were redirected to ensure access to clean water and electricity. "This is only the beginning," Traoré told his team. "And the change we're making, it's not just economic, it's human." A visiting journalist captured the spirit in a single line. "Today in Burkina Faso I saw the future of Africa, rooted in heritage, fueled by dignity, and led by its people." Later, at a National Innovation Center, a special event took place. Fatou arrived carrying her mother's old book, a symbol of the dreams passed from generation to generation. She found Marie weeping with joy as she organized the ceremony. When Traoré saw Fatou enter, he walked toward her, emotion rising in his voice. "Welcome," he said, reaching out his hand. "You are living proof that we are building something bigger than ourselves." Fatou nodded. "My mother always believed this day would come." She opened the book and read aloud. "Knowledge is the greatest inheritance." Traoré was moved. That line was more than a memory, it was a mission. In his speech, he spoke with clarity and emotion. "We are not here just to celebrate statistics. We are here to honor those who built this country with their minds and their hands." Then he addressed Obama directly through the cameras. "Mr. Obama, your words touched me deeply, but they were not just for me. They were for every citizen of Burkina Faso striving for a better tomorrow." As applause filled the room, Fatou was invited to speak. She held her mother's book tightly. "My mother taught me to dream," she said, her voice steady. "And today, because of this center, I can help others dream too." The room erupted in applause. From Washington, Barack Obama watched the broadcast and later remarked during an interview, "This man is something special. Leadership is about listening, about humility, and Traoré is showing us what that truly means." Back in Burkina Faso, the president continued his mission. During a village visit, a child named Mamadou approached him with a gift, a drawing of a school built with land reform funds. "Mr. President," the child said, "this is for you. We're learning, thanks to you." Traoré smiled, his voice gentle. "No, Mamadou. You're proving that when we give people the right tools, they can change the world."